Ahoy, this is Zdenka. I'm holding this really shiny phone in my hands, Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, which has Pro Photography mode in its camera native app. If you want to learn how to shoot fully manual mode on your smartphone, this tutorial is for you. We will also answer questions where, how, and when. Don't miss this video, it is very detailed. Let's get started. And for the new faces, welcome! My name is Zdenka Darula. I have been working as a photographer since 2007. I make photo and video tutorials, tech reviews, and creative camera challenges. So you might consider hitting the subscribe button. I've had this phone for some time now, and I have to admit that I'm quite enjoying the camera. Besides all those lenses this smartphone offers, it also has Pro Photo mode. What is the advantage of shooting in Pro mode? Well, first of all, you can save the images in RAW format instead of JPEG. RAW is not compressed, JPEG format is compressed. If you're gonna be editing photo in JPEG and then save it again as a JPEG, you will compress it even more, so you will lose certain quality in your images. If you're gonna be editing the file in RAW format and then later save it in JPEG, you will keep the most in your photos, you will keep the most quality. Let me open Camera Pro mode and let me show you where you can enable saving the images in RAW format. Click on Settings, Save Options, and select RAW copies. And as it says here, images will be saved in JPEG and RAW while shooting in Pro Photo mode. Let's return to the Pro Photo mode and let's start with the top buttons. Right beside the settings button, you will find flash. It is turned off by default. You can turn it on and off right here. Next, we have a timer, which is great for taking creative selfies or long exposure photos, where you can accidentally shake the camera by pressing the shutter button. You can choose either 2-second, 5-second, or 10-second timer. Let's move on to ratio button. 3:4 ratio is a typical camera format. It fits on 6x 8-inch prints. 9:16 ratio is the modern TV, computer screen size. It is hard to print it though. 1:1 ratio is square. It is great for Instagram. And full is just full phone screen size. For now, I am going to select square 1:1 so you can see the controls really nicely. Normally though, I shoot in 3:4 ratio. Next we have metering. We have 3 options here. First one is center weight metering, which reads the light in the middle of the frame, ignoring the corners. Number 2 is matrix metering. It basically breaks the frame into small square segments and sets the exposure based on the reading the info from the whole frame. Number 3 is spot metering, which is best used to expose object or subject in the scene. I personally use it the most. Last button at the top is autofocus area. You can select either center or multi, whichever you prefer. Let's go down to ISO, which is camera's sensitivity to light. During the day, when it is bright and sunny, you will select ISO 50. When it will get darker, you will have to go with ISO up 300, 400, and when it is really dark, you might have to go even higher. But the higher ISO, the more grain, noise you will get in your photos. The more light, the better it is. Right now it is bright, so I'll keep it at the lowest ISO I possibly can. Next, we have shutter speed. Before you select the right shutter speed, you have to decide which aperture you want to choose. Is it going to be f1.5, which means that only small area will be sharp, the rest will be blurry, or f2.4, which means that bigger area will be sharp? If I'm taking photo of a small flower, then I will choose f1.5. If I'm going to be taking photo of, let's say, landscape or nature or larger area, then I will go with f2.5. The choice we have with shutter speed here is either auto, or we can tap here to control shutter speed manually. If you select auto, then you can adjust the exposure here on the right. But let's go back to normal shutter speed. We can make the image a little bit lighter or darker. If you want to take a photo of an action, sport, or fast-moving object and you want to freeze the action, then you need to select quite fast shutter speed. I would suggest 1/250th of a second or even faster. If the image or the preview of the image gets darker, then just increase the ISO. For regular speed, use middle, or if you want to blur slightly fast-moving action. You can also shoot very slow shutter. On the right, you can actually go all the way to 10 seconds. It is ideal for those water shots, river or a waterfall, where you want that soft, creamy effect. But for that, you need an ND filter. And I included link to such ND filters in the video description below. I have them all, and they work perfect with this smartphone. Let me put the ND filter on, just like this. Now I am blocking the excessive light, which is getting through the lens, and I can take very long exposure shots. So I can set it up to all the way to 10 seconds. Of course, for that, you want to select timer as well, because you don't want to accidentally shake the camera when you are pressing the shutter button. The color profile selected on this camera is set to standard, but if you want to play around, you can change it by simply tapping this button. Here you can slide left and right to change your color temperature, tint, contrast, saturation, highlight, and shadows. Next we have autofocus, AF. Just tap anywhere on the screen and it will focus there. Or select MF, which is manual focus. That I like. The camera has focus peaking, so when you move your focus, whatever is sharp will lit up green. Last control here we have is white balance. Here you can just slide and select the correct white balance, sunny day, overcast, fluorescent lamp, and tungsten bulb. So that is Pro Photo Mode explained. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked today's video, subscribe to all future videos like these. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want to say hello, or let me know what kind of phone you are currently using, you can do so in a comment section below. And I will see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao, ahoj!